So, my fellow American, I'm so happy today. I feel so powerful. You know why? Because I participated in an election and I asked you guys to vote Democrat, and Democrat kick ass. And Donald Trump lost big time. He always been a loser. Okay? He lost in 2016. He lost yesterday, and he's going to continue being a loser. Word up. Thank you so much, everybody, for helping. Let me tell you something. This dude, a day like this, I feel very powerful. This is the day where you get to love what democracy is all about. Okay? Because you vote, and your vote, the people you voted for, okay, they are the winner. You feel like not only this was an intelligent move, but it also means that a lot of people agree with you. Okay? So it's mean Trump, the people who he supported, they lost. Okay? They're a bunch of losers just like he is. And he lost. That's like the third. Okay, it's more. He just the biggest loser because he lost to Hillary Clinton. If you go to an election and you lose the popular vote to about, what, 3 million votes? Okay, you win the electoral college. It means that the people rejected you to begin with. And that was the first election. So far, this guy haven't won. Even when he was a winner, he was a loser. So last night, he proven it. He went after DeSantis. DeSantis won. Okay? So all the people he supported, well, look where they at this morning. I feel big because on a day like this, I voted. My vote count. And as a voter, because democracy means power, people power. That's what it is. Okay? And a democracy is the power of the people. The people yesterday went and voted. So just like I wanted it, I wanted the Democrat to keep the Senate, and that's exactly where we almost, okay, they're not finished counting, but so far we already know that they already control the Senate. The House, okay, the balance of power, maybe even if the House go in the hand of the Republican, okay, that means, okay, both party have power over everything. Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter to me whether the Republican or the Democrat win the election. You know why? Because I don't depend on the government. In a democracy, I'm the power. I voted and I put these guys in office. Okay, I don't care if it's Biden, if it's the senator or those guys. This is your power. They work for you. You don't work for them. You hire them for 5 years, for 6 years. And if you're not happy with them, you get rid of them. And that's exactly what happened. All the one that we not too happy with, all the election deniers, all the liars, all the people who just following Mr. Crime don't pay, Donald Trump, we get rid of them. And that's the power of the people. And people should realize that. And that's why it's important for you to vote. Because when you don't vote, you know what happened? You elect the wrong candidate. Because your absence actually make it possible for somebody that you don't want to become elected. That's why everybody have to participate when it comes to an election. And that's exactly what I like about this election. Because people, this was a referendum on democracy. Which means you had all these Trump people who are against democracy. They are people who are for autocracy. We don't want that. Who wants that? A guy who tried to kill his own vice president. Who would want to support him? Not unless you're stupid. His own vice president, he was out there trying to kill him on January 6th. Where were you? Under a rock? Are you stupid? And look all the idiots he sent over there to do it. A lot of them are already arrested. And the ones that are not arrested, they just didn't get to them yet. Eventually, they're going to catch up with all of them. So they all going to jail. And so now what Trump do? He said, listen, man, just elect me, so and then I'll pardon you. Why didn't he pardon you before he left? The next day, he was out there telling you that you was wrong for doing what he told you to do. I'll show it to you. Which means I'm very happy that he's defeated. And look, I have so much confidence in the American people. And you know what I want to tell you? Just like I was telling you before, personally, it doesn't matter for me, my life, if it's a Republican or a Democrat that is in the White House. Because either way, I'm going to make money. And I'm going to live comfortably because I understand the system. Even though I'm a registered Republican, but it doesn't matter. If it's trickle down, I'll invest my money in the stock market. Okay, good. I'll buy the stock of Apple Computer. Okay, just look and see the past 5 years how good they did. Or Amazon. Or any of those. Okay, because it's trickling down from them. So now, with Biden, good. I'll go for the grants. Small Business Administration. Even if I don't go for them, I'm the guy who could write you a grant. I could write your grant. I could write your business plan. I'm going to make money. I don't care who, if it's the trickle down or trickle up. Because my situation is, I don't depend on the government. I'm the one that the government depend on me. I'm the one who's supposed, it's like, it's not what your country can do for you. It's what you can do for your country. So when you vote, you elect people to represent you. When you're not happy with them, you get rid of them. Okay? Those people are supposed to give you security. They're supposed to give you an environment where you could do good for yourself and your family. Not, you don't want a president that all day long everybody's talking about him. It's all about him. It's like this guy for 4 years, for all the time he was in the White House, every day, Donald Trump. No, we don't want that. We want it just the way it is right now. Okay? And if, as a registered Republican, if ever there's a Republican candidate that I'm in love, that I like, I'll vote for them. And you know what I'm so happy about this election is, like, everybody conceded. All the losers, nobody come out and say somebody stole the election. Everybody come out gracefully and admitted that they lost. They didn't do what Trump did, trying to start an insurrection, trying to interfere with the count of the vote. Nobody was trying to walk into your throat or force you to swallow their bullshit. Everybody admitted it. And it looked like things in America are going back to normal. And this is the beginning of the end of this idiot. I'm sure he's going to try to run because he got to make some money selling these MAGA hats. That's what he does. If I tell you how many, I think he made, like, those hats, he made over $100 million selling those hats. He's not going to stop. As long as he's alive, he always going to be running. But he's irrelevant. Because right now, you know what he did to the Republican? He's probably the best thing that could happen to the Democrats. And if the Democrats end up controlling both houses, it's going to be his fault. It's like he picked Herschel Walker, Dr. Oz with his penny loafers. The guy is from New Jersey, and then he tell him to go run in Pennsylvania. Herschel Walker is from Texas. He tell him, listen, man, we need somebody in Georgia. The guy played football in Georgia for 2 years. That's it. So now all of a sudden, Herschel Walker is in Georgia running because Trump wanted him to run. And every candidate that he picked, okay, they all a bunch of losers. And that's what happened. Because he fell as a businessman with 6 bankruptcies. So now he's failing as a politician. And Joe Biden, everybody's saying, oh, Joe is old. Joe should... Yeah, I'm 65 years old. I'm old too. Guess what? The older you get, the smarter you get. Okay? That means if I try to be a pilot today, at my age, I'm not going to be a good pilot. I'm not going to be as good as a guy who's been a pilot for 45 years. So this is what you have here. You have some bozo who was running a bunch of failing businesses. All of a sudden, is he trying to be a politician? So guess what? After he lost, because nobody who's a successful businessman would give up their business to become a politician. Because nobody want to lend him money. Nobody want to do anything. His name, the name Trump, people were building, they would be, like in Manhattan, you would be driving on the West Side Highway and you would see all these buildings with the name Trump, because that brand was a big thing back then. But now American people know who he is. If somebody see that brand on the building, they just go look for another building. So guess what? You drive on the West Side Highway right now, the name Trump is removed. Nobody want to put his name on nothing because he just destroyed his own name. That brand is out. Go to Atlantic City. That man dominated Atlantic City, the Taj Mahal. I remember when that thing opened, I was over there. That thing went to bankruptcy. Word up. Okay? So you're going to tell me, it's like you traveling to France, you going to Europe, and then you got a pilot who,
1 o'clock,
with 50 years experience as a pilot. And then you got a kid who just graduated high school, or some idiot who just stopped being a businessman. All of a sudden, he come to you, he said, listen, man, I could pilot this plane. Which one you going to choose if you're not stupid? You're going to take the pilot, the guy with the 50 years experience. But that's the same thing with this country. Trump will always, he's a failure. But I'm glad that people see it. I don't even have to try to convince you. Because obviously, if everybody's turning their back on him. Because he called DeSantis sanctimonious. And look how good DeSantis did yesterday in Florida. Very soon, he's going to have to move out of Florida. Because DeSantis is like, I tell you the truth, I'm not a big fan of DeSantis. If I was talking Creole, I would say DeSantis and Trump say de caca. De caca. But you know what? So it's just like two pieces of shit. But I would take DeSantis over Trump. Because one thing about DeSantis, this man, he was in the military. He's smart. He got good diploma. Okay, he used Trump. Trump didn't use him. He used Trump. And he become a governor. But now he's turning his back on Trump. And believe me, from this time on, watch what's going to happen. Because the war is going to begin. Because Trump want DeSantis not to run for president. And DeSantis is not going to do that. Because DeSantis and Trump is just the same. It's like two people with the same personality. But still, DeSantis is more acceptable. Because DeSantis is a smart man. Because as you could see, the whole Hispanic community in Florida is with him. He got his state. Trump did one term and he couldn't do. You see how many presidents who do 2 terms? Ask yourself, why this guy didn't do 2? Because people realize he's a crook. He's a fake, a phony, and a fraud. That's why he wasn't elected for a 2nd term. Okay? Because he was spending too much time looking in the mirror and fixing himself up instead of doing his job. That's why he's not president for a 2nd term. And the American people got the memo on Trump already. And there's no way, like last time, he lost 4 million votes to Hillary Clinton, 3 million. Then he turned around and lost 7 million to Biden. And if he goes again, it's probably going to be like even, but I know he's smart. He's not going to do it. He's just going to act like he's going to do it. He's going to do all these rallies and sell all these MAGA hats and try to see if he could back up candidate. But he fell on backing up candidate. Because right now, the Republicans in the Senate, McConnell, gonna be out there telling people, didn't I tell you? This guy didn't know what he was doing. Because the only reason we lost this election is because of this idiot. And believe me, this time people gonna listen. Because they have the fact to prove it. Because everyone that he picked, they all gonna be a loser. Democracy is a good thing. This guy, he tried to destroy democracy. And the reason why the Democrats win, they win because people voted against tyranny. They voted against autocracy. They voted for democracy. And this is why the Democrat is kicking butt right now. And Biden got no reason not to run again. Believe me. And you hear all these polls. I know those polls were bullshit. I don't believe on poll. People telling, because people, when it comes to Trump, people who's not going to vote for Trump going to tell their family, I'm voting for Trump. Yeah, that's not true. They're not going to vote for him. Okay? Because why would you vote for a guy who told so many lies? Trump went to a rally last week, or I think last week, and the people who were counting, they counted 150 lies in a space of about 2 hours that he told. He said that the election was stolen. His attorney general said it wasn't. And every day he's telling you that. He's telling you that the economy is bad because of Joe Biden. Who's stupid? Everybody know the price of gas is high because of his boyfriend, Vladimir Putin, who invaded Ukraine. I mean, only an idiot would listen to what Fox News are telling you. But the inflation is worldwide. Okay, so Biden is doing his part. Look how many jobs the man created. So what they have to say about that? Oh, they keep talking about inflation. Yeah, but I know there's an inflation, but there's no way I could pin that on Biden or the Democrats. Unless I'm stupid or unless I'm drinking the Kool-Aid from Fox News. Because all they're doing is lying. And you know what? A lot of those white supremacists, they're American. They love their country. And a lot of them right now who was supporting Trump, they're looking at other people. And that's why, like the Republican, they need to have a primary where it could be like, I think Liz Cheney is a good candidate. They should have a primary. The notion that Trump is telling you to stay home, don't run for president, if you listen to that, you're stupid. Because you have a good chance to be president. And Trump is a loser. And everybody could see it. So good luck if you're just going to stay there for him and then you're going to lose 4 or 5 years. But what? Then you're going to be president when you're 80 or 70? Right now, you're young, you want to run. Give him a primary. Because believe me, in 2 years from now, Trump could be in jail. Don't forget that. That's the guy. The guy he paid listen to this, income tax in 2016 and 2017, Trump paid $750. But meanwhile, he's worth $4 billion. Okay? So, in 10 out of 15 years, from 2000 to 2015, he pays 0 income tax. Okay? Now, he owed like $300 million loan that he have to pay by 2024. So this guy, he got so much financial problem to worry about. You're going to take him and elect him to be president? Are you serious? Listen, let me tell you something. America is the greatest country in the world. Don't forget that. I love this country. I want to see all the good things happen to it. I don't listen to Fox News. I don't listen to CNN. I don't listen to MSNBC. I look at them to get the result of the election, and that's about it. I'm not repeating what they're saying. I'm repeating what I know. So everything you hear from me, it's not some bullshit that some talking head said on one of those medias. This is experience talking. And right now, this country has a lot of potential. As you could see, right now, you see a lot of those products like the microchips, lithium batteries, from this point on, with Biden, a lot of that stuff going to be made in America. And you don't wait for government or politician to change your life. Okay, right now, you have a system that is called a trickle up or building up, not a trickle down. You should know how to make money. The Biden government now is offering grants, loans, and so much of those programs. Instead of listening to chunanity all day or telling yourself you don't want, they tell you, okay, they're going to erase your student loan. You don't want it because it's Biden. You stupid. You stupid if you don't. You should be out there trying to write a business plan. I don't care if it's a nail salon, if it's a restaurant, because there's plenty of money going out there from the bottom up. So from the bottom up, you go to the SBA, you Google the word grants, you look to see what is there for you, because most of those grants you don't have to pay back. And if you had a business and you lost money during COVID, they have tons of money out there to help you. But many of you guys don't take advantage of that because you don't understand what it is to be trickled up. And this is the kind of, you got 2 years of Biden and you take advantage of that. This is what I do. Because I don't care. If it's a Republican, I'm going with the trickle down. If it's Democrat, I'm going with trickle up. Because none of them I'm not going to suffer. As an American, I understand what capitalism is. And you need to understand it. Okay? This is a country where if you cannot sit there all day and wait for welfare. No. I hate people who do that. You go out there and you work. I don't care if you pump gas in a gas station. Okay? Do Uber. Okay? Do DoorDash. There's plenty out there you could do. When you do that and you pay taxes and you show an income, you'll be able to get a grant. You'll be able to get a loan. You'll be able to pay all your bills. You'll be able to take care of your kids, send them to a good school. Okay? So don't listen to some idiot who's telling you, oh, the economy, inflation. So what, inflation? My car, I put the most expensive gas in my car. I just know I have to work to make that money. You think I'm going to be sitting there thinking, oh no, I'm paying $6 for a gallon of gas? No, I'm going to make sure I have the money. Maybe instead of filling it up, I'll probably get a half a tank or quarter of a tank. But I'm making sure that I have the money to buy it and to pay my taxes. I don't depend on any politician. And you shouldn't. This is the greatest country in the world. Okay? So I just wanted to thank the American people for the way this election went. For all of you who voted, because a lot of people voted. And that was a good thing. And I hope people continue doing it. And you need to be vigilant. You don't want to support no election denier. You don't want to support any autocracy. You are with democracy. Democracy is the best in the United States. Is the number one democracy in the world. And this is what makes us who we are. And other countries around the world look up to America. And stop complaining. Let's make sure more Democrats are elected. And, okay, we're going to do very well. And soon, instead of doing a whole lot of importing, with Biden in the White House, a lot of money going to be spent in this country. That means a lot of the stuff that we used to import, and good, they're going to be more expensive. No doubt about that. Because people here got to get a good wage. Okay? They're going to support the union. They're going to ask for more money. So a lot of that stuff, yes, it's going to be inflated. It's going to cost more. But guess what? You would never have to wait because the Suez Canal is closed or the Panama Canal is closed and you cannot get. The supply chain is blocked and the ships are not bringing that stuff. Okay? So now it's a question of made in America. And another thing I would tell you guys, look at those loans, those small business loans. Okay, if you try to open your own business, get a grant. You don't have to return the money. This is free money. And you got 2 years now with the trickle up. If you wanted to buy a couple of trucks to start a trucking business, maybe you want to start your own construction business. Hey, maybe you want to start a shoe shine stand. You could get a $6,000 grant to start that. They have them. People just not applying for them. And they're begging people. You know, if Verizon got grant, I've been looking into those things because I feel I'm the guy who write grants. I could write you a business plan. Okay, so I know about those things. You should look into those things. Maybe this is the time for you to really, instead of working for somebody, to try to get some money and start your own thing. Maybe a barbershop, a nail salon, a restaurant, whatever you could do and you feel good at it. This is the time. And Biden, in the Biden administration, with the trickle up, with the building up, this is what they're all about. Plenty of that money is out there. It's just like not enough people are trying to get them. Okay, so I'm letting you know, if you guys want to ask me if there's a way I could help you, let me know. Basically, you just write a business plan. Okay, you're going to open a restaurant. Okay, good. How much money you make every day, how much you plan to do, you show your business plan. You show your marketing plan. Okay? Have somebody write it for you. Maybe your son who's going to college, your nephew. Or maybe the guy next door. He probably could write you a business plan. Okay? Talk to your banker. Contact the Small Business Administration. Even your telephone company, they have grants for small business. Verizon have them. Comcast have them. Even Alibaba got grants. So everybody's trying to give money out there because in a trickle up economy, in a building from up. And there's a lot of technology that is needed. Okay, get yourself a 3D printer. You could build stuff for automobile. You could make a guitar company. Maybe you wanna make a factory where they make guitars. I don't know what to tell you people. But you are living in a capitalist democracy. And you need to wake up and smell the coffee. Okay? Don't just listen to a bunch of stupid idiot on Fox News or CNN or whatever the hell you're listening to all day long. Start thinking about changing your life. That's what I'm going to say. Word up. All right? So vote. Listen, you live in the greatest country in the world. Everybody want to come here. You know how many people try to get here? I'm from Haiti. You know how many of my brothers would come here? And I know if they come here, they would do good. But it's hard for them to do it. But you're already here. So I don't know what's your problem, man. Anyway, I love you guys. God bless America, even though I'm an atheist. But I'll say it. Okay? Have a nice one. Bye-bye.